What if your path to a longer, healthier life didn't begin with a pill, a supplement, or a trendy diet, but with your morning shower? It sounds almost too simple to believe, but recent research and decades of medical experience are pointing towards something surprisingly clear. Hygiene isn't just about staying clean, it's about staying alive. Most of us wash our bodies the same way we've done since we were teenagers. We lather, rinse, and repeat, and call it good. But what if I told you that you've likely been skipping 5 critical areas that silently affect your immunity, circulation, sleep quality, and even cognitive function? As we age, our body's defense systems naturally weaken. That's not new. But what's shocking is how easily we make it worse, often by ignoring parts of our body that seem unimportant, but play a vital role in our health. Today, you're going to discover the 5 most overlooked zones on your body. These aren't exotic acupuncture points or pressure zones. They're simple, everyday parts you might glance over in the mirror, but neglecting them could be slowly draining your energy and vitality. This isn't a lecture about scrubbing harder. This is about learning why certain areas matter more as you age, how to care for them properly, and how a few small tweaks in your hygiene routine can help you feel younger, breathe easier, sleep better, and maybe even live longer. Let's start this journey towards smarter, science-backed self-care, one body part at a time. Habit 1. Clean your tongue. The immune gateway hiding in plain sight. Imagine brushing your teeth twice a day, flossing regularly, even using mouthwash, but still suffering from bad breath, dulled taste, and recurring throat irritation. You might assume it's just part of aging, but there's one simple habit that could completely change this: cleaning your tongue. The tongue is often treated like a passive player in oral hygiene, yet it's one of the most bacteria-dense areas in the entire body. Studies show that the average tongue hosts over 700 different microbial species, including both friendly and harmful bacteria. And as we age, the balance shifts, giving harmful microbes more room to thrive. Why does this matter? Because your tongue is not just for tasting, it's a gateway to your bloodstream. Tiny cuts, inflamed gums, or even dry mouth create entry points for bacteria to slip directly into your system. That's why poor tongue hygiene is now being linked to serious issues like heart disease, diabetes complications, and respiratory infections. Think of your tongue like the air filter of your body. If you never clean it, it clogs up. And when it clogs, your system suffers, from digestion to immunity and even brain function. Why seniors need tongue care? More than ever. As we grow older, natural saliva production decreases, and with it, the tongue's natural self-cleaning ability weakens. This allows biofilm, a sticky layer of bacteria and debris, to build up faster. This layer doesn't just cause chronic bad breath. It affects taste, increases the risk of gum disease, and contributes to systemic inflammation that accelerates aging. And here's a surprising fact. Over 80% of older adults never clean their tongue properly, if at all. The right way to clean your tongue in 2 minutes a day. Step 1. Use a tongue scraper, not a toothbrush. Scrapers are designed to lift and remove biofilm, not just move it around. Step 2. Gently scrape from the back to front of the tongue, 3-5 times. Avoid pressing too hard. Step 3. Rinse thoroughly with water or alcohol-free mouthwash. Step 4. Do it in the morning before breakfast, and optionally at night, gentler pressure. If you have a sensitive gag reflex, begin at the mid-tongue and gradually move further back as you get used to the feeling. Surprising benefits of daily tongue cleaning. Enhanced taste and appetite. Many seniors report rediscovering flavors they forgot existed. Reduced systemic inflammation. Less bacterial load means less burden on your immune system. Improved oral health, healthier gums, less plaque, and fresher breath. Better cognitive sharpness. Removing oral bacteria has been linked to reduced risk of cognitive decline. Real story, Linda, 68. Linda thought her food had become bland. "I assumed my taste buds were just dying with age," she said. After a friend suggested she try tongue cleaning, she noticed a change within a week. Coffee tasted like coffee again. Apples were sweet again. I didn't realize how much I'd lost until I got it back. Habit 2. Daily foot care. The foundation of your vitality. Your feet aren't just tools for walking. They are the foundation of your entire body's balance, mobility, and health. Yet they are often the most neglected part of our hygiene routine, especially among older adults. A quick rinse in the shower, and we move on, unaware that how we treat our feet directly affects our energy, circulation, and even brain health. Why you can't afford to ignore your feet. After 50. Each foot contains 26 bones, 33 joints, and over 100 muscles and tendons. That's more than a quarter of your entire skeleton. They support your body weight all day. And when foot health declines, your mobility, posture, and circulation suffer right behind it. Here's the hidden danger. Foot problems develop quietly. You won't always feel pain at first, but subtle signs, like dry skin, cold toes, minor discoloration, or tingling, could signal deeper health issues such as poor circulation, diabetic neuropathy, chronic inflammation, balance problems, a leading cause of falls. Neglecting your feet can trigger a domino effect of fatigue, joint pain, instability, and dependency. But the solution? It takes less than 10 minutes a day. The 3-step daily foot care routine for longevity. 1. Wash with intention. Rinsing isn't enough. Use warm water, not hot, and a mild, unscented soap. Sit down if needed, and wash the tops, soles, and between your toes with a soft cloth. This removes sweat, dead skin, and bacteria that love dark, moist spaces. Think of it like washing your hands. You wouldn't skip between your fingers, so don't skip between your toes. 2. Dry completely, especially between toes. Trapped moisture is a fungal paradise, especially in older adults with thinner skin and less oil production. Use a clean towel and gently pat dry between each toe. Never leave your feet damp, especially before putting on socks or slippers. 3. Moisturize wisely. Apply a small amount of fragrance-free lotion or natural oil to the tops and soles, never between your toes. This prevents cracks and dryness that can lead to infections or sores. The unexpected benefits of foot hygiene: improved balance and reduced fall risk, fewer fungal infections and skin issues, better circulation and warmer feet, reduced leg and back pain caused by poor alignment, greater independence and confidence walking. Real story. Thomas, 73. Thomas thought his unsteady gait was just part of aging. He never bothered with foot care until he developed a persistent itch between his toes that turned into a fungal infection. After recovering, his doctor suggested a simple daily routine. Within 2 weeks, I was walking better, sleeping better, and even standing longer without discomfort, he said. I didn't realize how much my feet were affecting my energy. Habit 3. Underarm hygiene. The immune system shortcut. You're ignoring your underarms are more than just a place for deodorant. They rehome to a complex system of lymph nodes that quietly manage your immune defense every single day. Yet for most people, underarm care means a quick swipe of soap, a layer of antiperspirant, and moving on. But this daily shortcut could be costing you energy, immunity, and long-term health, especially as you age. Why underarm hygiene affects more than just smell. Your armpits regulate lymphatic drainage, removal of waste and toxins, body temperature, bacterial balance on the skin, inflammation response. When clogged by sweat, deodorant residue, dead skin, and bacteria, this delicate zone becomes a bottleneck in your body's detox system. Over time, that can lead to chronic inflammation, swollen or tender lymph nodes, skin rashes or infections, lowered immune response. Older adults are more vulnerable because of slower skin regeneration and thinner epidermis, making it easier for irritation to set in and harder to recover from microbial imbalance. The 4-step daily armpit cleanse for immunity boost. 1. Use warm water to open pores. Lukewarm water is ideal. It gently opens the skin's pores, helping loosen trapped debris and oils without stripping the skin's barrier like hot water does. 2. Gentle circular washing. Use a soft cloth or fingers and apply unscented mild soap. Move in circular motions, then up-down, then side-to-side. This multidirectional method ensures full cleansing around the folds and hair follicles without over-scrubbing. Avoid loofahs or anything abrasive. The armpit's thin skin is more fragile than most people realize. 3. Rinse thoroughly and dry completely. Soap residue is a hidden irritant. Make sure to rinse until the water runs clear, then gently pat dry with a separate towel, not your body towel. Leaving moisture behind invites fungal overgrowth and friction-related rashes. Let the area air out for 1 to 2 minutes before applying any product. 4. Reevaluate your deodorant. Avoid heavy antiperspirants with aluminum and synthetic fragrances. These can block sweat glands and build up over time. Choose a natural deodorant, or if possible, go without once or twice a week to allow your skin and glands to breathe. Unexpected benefits of optimized underarm hygiene. Reduced body odor naturally. Less irritation, bumps, and ingrown hairs. Improved lymphatic drainage, which enhances detoxification. Increased immune responsiveness. Smoother, healthier skin in a delicate area. Real story. Olivia, 65. Olivia suffered from years of underarm itchiness, rough skin and swelling, assuming it was just a skin sensitivity. Only after switching to a fragrance-free soap, carefully rinsing and drying properly, did her symptoms disappear. And to her surprise, she noticed fewer colds and better energy levels over time. I used to just scrub quickly and apply deodorant, she says. Now I treat my underarms like an important part of my health, and honestly they are. Habit 4. Nasal care. The silent factor behind your sleep, brain, and energy. If you took 20,000 breaths today, congratulations, you're alive. But if each of those breaths passed through partially clogged, inflamed, or dehydrated nasal passages, you're not breathing at your full capacity, and your brain, sleep, and immune system are paying the price. Most people never think about cleaning their nose unless they're congested, yet for adults over 60, nasal hygiene is as essential as brushing your teeth, and arguably more urgent. What happens when you ignore your nose? Your nose filters out allergens, pollutants, and pathogens, regulates the temperature and moisture of inhaled air, guides airflow for optimal lung function, affects your brain's oxygen supply and sleep quality. As we age, nasal tissues become drier and less efficient, allowing dust, pollen, and microbes to stick more easily. The result? Chronic congestion, mouth breathing, increased snoring, and sleep apnea. Risk: brain fog and low energy. Higher susceptibility to respiratory infections. One overlooked factor is how nasal dryness contributes to microcracks inside the nose. These small injuries allow pathogens to bypass the body's first line of defense, triggering inflammation and fatigue without visible symptoms. How to clean and rejuvenate your nose properly. Daily routine. 1. Morning warm water splash. Upon waking, splash your nostrils with warm water to dislodge overnight mucus and dry particles. Use your pinky or a soft cloth to gently wipe the nostril entrance. 2. Use a saline nasal spray. A simple isotonic saline spray hydrates tissues and helps flush out allergens and irritants. Tilt your head slightly, spray once per nostril, and sniff gently to let it reach deeper passages. Do this in the morning and before bed, especially helpful during allergy season or in dry climates. 3. Optional, neti pot flush, 1-2x week. For deeper cleansing, a neti pot can clear sinus passages thoroughly. Use distilled or previously boiled water, mixed with saline solution. Lean your head sideways over a sink and let water flow from one nostril out the other. Avoid this if you're prone to nosebleeds or have sinus issues unless cleared by a doctor. 4. Nighttime steam inhalation. Before bed, take 5 minutes to inhale warm steam from a shower or a bowl of hot water. Add peppermint or eucalyptus oil to enhance the effect. This soothes inflammation and clears stubborn congestion. 5. Combat nasal dryness with oil. Use a clean cotton swab to apply a dab of coconut oil or vitamin E inside each nostril once daily. Avoid petroleum-based products. This keeps tissues supple, reduces cracking, and supports your natural filtering function. What you'll notice within days: easier, deeper breathing, less morning grogginess, reduced snoring or dry mouth at night, more mental alertness and energy during the day, fewer colds and respiratory flare-ups. James's story: 69 years of breathing. Wrong James, a retired carpenter, blamed his constant fatigue on aging. He snored loudly, woke up stuffy, and took frequent naps. After trying saline sprays and 5 minutes of steam breathing nightly, his sleep improved within a week. "I didn't realize how much my brain was starving for oxygen," he said. "Breathing better fixed more than I expected, even my mood." Common mistakes to avoid blowing your nose too hard. This forces mucus into your sinuses. Gently clear one nostril at a time. Skipping hydration. A dry nose is a weak filter. Keep it moist. Ignoring unusual discharge, crust, or bleeding. See a doctor. It might indicate chronic inflammation or infection. Your brain needs clean air. Every system in your body depends on your lungs delivering clean, oxygen-rich air. That starts in your nose, and it only takes 5 minutes a day to give it the care it deserves. Habit 5. Clean your belly button. The overlooked gateway to full-body hygiene. It's a body part you haven't thought about in years, maybe not since childhood. But if you want better hygiene, less skin irritation, and fewer mystery odors, start with your belly button. Yes, really. Neglecting your navel isn't just harmless forgetfulness. The belly button, warm, dark, and often moist, is a perfect breeding ground for bacteria, fungi, and trapped dirt. And over time, this buildup doesn't just affect your skin. It can impact immune health, body odor, and even infection risk, especially in older adults. What happens when you never clean it? In a 2012 study, scientists analyzed the belly buttons of hundreds of people. The result? Over 2,300 different species of bacteria, many of which were unique to that specific body part. Here's why this matters. Dirt, sweat, and dead skin cells accumulate inside the navel over time. Moisture trapped in deep navels creates a fungal hotspot, similar to between toes. Infections can occur unnoticed until symptoms worsen. Discharge, itching, rashes, or even ulcers. Older adults are especially vulnerable because skin turnover slows down with age. Mobility issues make it harder to clean small crevices. Weakened immune systems respond more slowly to small infections. The kicker? An unclean belly button can actually cause lingering body odor, even when the rest of you is clean. How to clean your belly button safely only takes 1 minute. This isn't complicated. You don't need special tools or expensive products. You just need to be consistent. 1. During shower, wet a cotton swab or soft washcloth with warm water and mild soap. Gently wipe inside your belly button. Don't dig or press hard, just glide in circles. For deeper navels, use a fresh, clean cotton swab to reach crevices. 2. Dry thoroughly. After your shower, use a soft towel or dry cotton swab to gently remove all moisture. Trapped water, mold and bacteria paradise. 3. Moisturize. If dry, but skip. If deep or moist. If your skin is dry and flaky around the belly, apply a tiny amount of natural oil like jojoba or coconut oil. Avoid putting any lotion inside your belly button if it retains moisture. Pierced belly buttons? Special rules apply. Even if you haven't worn jewelry in decades, old piercing holes never fully close. That means they can trap sweat, skin flakes, and bacteria. They're vulnerable to infection even years later. Clean them gently using the same routine, but consider using saline solution if irritation occurs. Monitor for redness, pain, or discharge. These are warning signs that need medical attention. Jane's story. I thought it was my clothes. Jane, 78, had spent years wondering why she sometimes noticed a musty smell that lingered no matter how often she washed her clothes or changed her diet. Turns out, it wasn't her wardrobe or perfume. It was build-up inside her navel. I was shocked, she said. One tiny tweak in my hygiene routine, and the smell vanished in a week. My skin even felt softer and cleaner around my stomach. This small fix became part of her daily care, and she hasn't looked back since. Signs you need to start cleaning. Now persistent odor, even after showering, discoloration, redness, or flaky skin around the navel. Moisture or waxy buildup. History of piercings. Diabetes or reduced immunity. Infections spread faster in these cases. The clean core. Why it matters. Your belly button might seem insignificant, but hygiene is an interconnected system. When you leave one area dirty, it affects others. Trapped bacteria can transfer to hands, bedsheets, or clothing, spreading to other sensitive areas over time. It is the same principle as changing your car's air filter or cleaning hidden corners of your kitchen. The stuff you can't see is often the most important. 1 minute, big impact. Clean your navel once or twice a week. That's all it takes to prevent minor infections, reduce body odor, improve skin health, support overall hygiene and immunity. The 5 body parts we've talked about today aren't glamorous. They don't show up in fitness ads or wellness trends, but they hold the key to something most people miss: real, lasting health from the inside out. As we age, health doesn't decline all at once. It slips quietly in small ways. A bit of stiffness here, a faint odor there, a scratchy throat, a restless night. And often we chalk it up to just getting older. But what if it's not age and it's neglect? Neglecting what we can't see, the hidden areas, the quiet signals, the easy routines we never learned because no one ever taught us. Now you know better. Clean your tongue and you support your immune system. Care for your feet and you stabilize your balance. Protect your underarms and you improve detoxification. Breathe better through nasal hygiene and you boost your energy and focus. Clean your belly button and you eliminate silent bacterial buildup. These aren't beauty habits. They're life-saving routines, and the best part, they take less than 10 minutes total. You don't need fancy equipment, just intention, a soft cloth, and a willingness to treat your body like the miracle that it is, every inch of it. Because aging well isn't about reversing the clock. It's about respecting the machine. So here's your next step. Pick one habit and do it today. Then tomorrow, add another. Within a week, you'll feel different. Not just cleaner, but stronger. More aware, more alive. Health isn't built in hospitals. It's built in bathrooms. And your journey to a longer, better life starts with what you do in the quietest minutes of your morning routine.